Greetings to all in creation. This is Rainbow Aurora, I'm a new creation, and I'm at Mellow Mushroom, Hilton Head. We're repping Hollywood. I just sent LAPD an email saying that I'm super sorry about the fires in California. I'm super sorry about the East Coast fucking turds who got married in my name. And as a matter of fact, my angelic team had an angel yesterday show up at Compass Rose Park, and literally his name is like Trader Joe's, but it's only Joe. And he's been going through similar things. So some motherfucker from his fucking island got married in his name, and he inherited his destiny. And then they steal his ideas and put them to practice, make his money, and they never pay him. So just because I'm in the room with him now, we're kind of getting to the conclusion that the only way out of this shit would be to connect with our inner divine center that is disconnected from these like asshole terrorist mind, brain, body, soul invaders. As soon as we get to that center, we can actually figure out a way out, because our way out will never be through judges, cops, or lawyers. As a matter of fact, yesterday I called some cops from Compass Park, and I was like, listen, ma'am, don't you have a sheriff / superintendent / supervisor that can fucking call those little turds, that asshole fucking bitches going around trying to say like that they painted my art and that they're me and that they're like bought my own clothes and take my own photographs? Why is it available in schools to have the school principal go, hey, little girl, little boy, go to the corner. You don't have any permission to wear your colleagues' clothes and make pretend they were yours. You don't have permission to steal your colleagues' art, say you did the art. You have no permission to steal your colleagues' or classmates' homework and say you did it. Why does discipline work in schools and not in normal life? I was telling this to the sheriff online on the phone, and of course they hung up the phone because they know that they cannot discipline adults because they're crooks, because the only rule and world that rules adults is what's called the Illuminati, which is a fake representation of fake hierarchy on earth, where they make people believe that if you're on top of the pyramid, you're like so cool, and if you're on the bottom of the pyramid, you're a loser, and if you're even below ground, like if you're homeless, it's like, oh my god, desperado. But in fact, since they removed the other side of the Merkaba, which is the other side of the coin, the people don't know the truth. Therefore, it is only a matter of very few hours till the Illuminati not only fails, but fucks the fuck up, because I'm putting an end to this right the fuck now. Because as I make amends to my own identity theft, everybody else's identity theft will be mended. Because all these people are trying to like, they're being charged to pay for kids that are not even their own. Same as like the people who took my seed from inside my uterus and went and popped babies outside myself, and all the insanity going down on earth that is anti-Christ. So if you guys want to turn the whole planet into an Allah worshipping planet, we, the Galactic Confederation, will never allow this. So you can try as much as you want, Iran and Taurus clan and whatever that is. We have a Taurus here that is supposedly and predominantly not pro-Islam or any of your means, because he is on the so-called victim side. And as for all the Bikram people who brought me here, I am your equal. You cannot bring me from another town and degrade me. Shalom, voilà. You cannot put me at a lesser level than any visiting teacher from Spain or Hungary or Budapest or anywhere. I am your colleague. I am your equal. You bring me from LA. You present me with the same facilities you presented everybody else. I have plasma surgeries. If I don't want to be your force to inflame, doesn't mean that we can't work together and provide healings for everybody together or not together. But what I did not appreciate was every time we went out with the Bikram clan, they like, every time I had a possibility of talking about my business and what I do with other people, they would take over and talk about it as if they created me. So this whole Kanye West thing that thinks that he created Taylor Swift, that's not true. You didn't create me. I was me before I even met you. So if Kaylin Gross Nigger programmed you to think that you created me, bitch, you didn't create me. God created me. God's my daddy. God's my everything. So I work for God. So unless anybody can begin to respect that, including Town Hall, Hilton Head Island, and Chamber of Commerce in Hilton Island, and the Buford Cops, all the way to LAPD, Miami Cops, Florida, Sarasota, Tennessee, New York, Texas, Washington, Illinois, Missouri, Mississippi, Ohio, and all the rest of the states. If you guys want to play the anti-United States of losership, that's on to you. But I still stand for the forefathers, and I still stand for the Constitution and Bill of Rights, except you cannot have a president swear over the gospel, and then in the Constitution it's completely normal to worship Muhammad, who in his own teachings is completely a threat to anybody who loves Jesus, because in the Quran it says anybody who says that Jesus is the Son of God should be killed. So how can an American government have every president swear on the gospel and then promote the Constitution, which puts an Islamist at the same level as a Jesus lover, when an Islamist wants to kill us? Which is what happened with my initial green card contract in Sarasota, which enhanced and allowed the Russian government to steal my identity for one of their hooker whores who has done nothing in her life. She's never even been in the United States 2 days. I've done every job under the sun, and I had to date Stephen Jared Thompson, who's like, oh my God, you're unqualified, you're a bitch, you're a broad, you're nothing, you're worth nothing, you've never done anything in your life, you're not an archangel, you don't do plasma surgeries. And then he gave my art, he never let me put my art up on the wall because he's a racist, white supremacist, motherfucking Irish fucker. And now I'm with Irish people, and they're not all the same, okay? So for him to give my art to some other fucking fraud broad that never even painted, and he knows she didn't paint it, he was in the room when I painted it, that's low. That's lower than the lowest of the lows. Like even Hitler wasn't that low. So to all the Irish who are kissing up to German ass, like literally call Hitler, because he'll tell you to fuck off. Because guess what? I have uncles in Ireland, I have uncles in Germany, and I have uncles in Toronto. I have family everywhere, and I'm covered. So until you guys get over your own lies, the Galactic Federation will never stop calling you all out. And hi Donald Trump, how are you in Pennsylvania? Thanks for having another pit stop pizza place thingy. No, Trump, that I was never against you, sir, but you seemingly are against me. How you, sir, allowed a fucking fraud broad to take my identity to marry a motherfucker, that ruined the world. So, as I was telling our Irish colleague today, this is past the end of the world. The world ended the moment you motherfuckers chose to give hope and faith away by giving Aurora to a fraud broad peasant. I am the only hope for new creation, for all in creation, and I am Jesus' fire. And unless you guys respect and honor that, you will all blow up like a meteorite that hits the planet, and you will zoom into nothingness. And if you try to kill me more and murder me more, you will only bring that upon you and your children more and more and more. So good luck in making amends, good luck in removing all the fake identities from all these fake peoples and returning them to the real people, because you guys are not God. The thieves are not God. Only God is God. Stop trying to fraud God and wipe your asses with God, because trust me, God is real. And the more you resist that, the more you will fail. Peace and love on earth.